and I am new to YouTube. I have decided to make a beauty channel, and I have actually been wanting to do this for a really long time, but I had been really nervous and scared about it until I realized a few days ago that you're never going to know whether you can do something or not unless you actually go out and try it. So I woke up this morning and said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a YouTube video and I'm going to post it. So today's video is going to actually be a tutorial on this makeup look that I'm wearing right now. This kind of makeup look is kind of like a step from summer into fall. Since we are going into September, I thought, hey, this would be a perfect time. I was inspired to do this look by this dress that I'm actually wearing, and it's cool because it has like these summery coral flowers, yet the dress itself is a dark color. It's black and it has some forest green, it has some like yellowish, so it's really fall appropriate as well. And it's actually a gold look with a pop of color at the bottom. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and if I seem a little nervous, it is because it is my first YouTube video ever. So I would love all the feedback that I could get. If you guys can comment some tips and suggestions below, I would really appreciate that. So I hope you guys like my video and you can give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so first I'm going to be starting off with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I will be using this to prime my lids for eyeshadow. The next thing I will be doing is getting the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tamana palette, and I'm going to be taking the color Fresh, which is the first white shade in the palette. I'm going to be putting this all over my lid, and this is going to work to set my primer and at the same time as a base for my shadow. Next, I'm going to be taking the color Blush from the same palette, and I'm going to be using this as my brow bone highlight. I'm going to be using a synthetic flat shader brush, and I'm just going to be getting this all over my brow bones. The next step, I will be taking the color Bangle from the same palette, and this is going to be my transition shade. So I'm just going to get a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to put this all over my crease area. For my favorite part of the video, I'm going to be using this Milani eyeshadow, and this is from their Bella collection. This is in the shade Bella Gold. I'm going to be using my finger to put this all over my eyelid just because I like how the warmth from the skin helps it transfer to the lid. After I get this all over the lid, I'm going to go in with another synthetic flat shader brush, and I'm just going to be getting the corners that I could not get due to my nails. Once I have completed this step, I'm going to go back in with my blending brush, but with no additional product, and I'm just going to blend back and forth to make sure there are no harsh lines between our gold and our transition shade. Next, I'm going to take the color Chocolate from the same palette and a smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to get this on the outer V of my eye. I'm going to make sure to really blend so that we have no harsh lines as well. Step is eyeliner. I did do this off camera, but I usually just like to use a felt tip because I find it easier to make a wing. In this next step, I just curled my lashes and applied some of my favorite mascara. My favorite mascara is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I just gave my lashes one coat of this mascara to prepare myself for falsies. Next, I use this Always On Point eyeliner from Avon in the color Black to Tightline. Next, while I wait for my lashes to dry, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I'm using Maybelline's Master Face Primer, and I'm just going to put this onto the tips of my fingers and rub it all over my face. I'm going to be applying these lashes, which are Vixen from Social Eyes, which are my favorite lashes of time, and I'm going to be using House of Lashes Lash Adhesive. This is also my favorite lash glue. I'm going to wait about 10 seconds before I actually apply the lash. Waiting a few seconds will help the lash glue get tacky, and this will also help to make it easier applying your lashes. This next step, I just took a penciled eyeliner from Milani, and it's in a forest green shade. I just used this to color the inside of my waterline. Before I go in and finish my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with my damp beauty blender, and I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi in the shade W3. This is definitely one of my favorite foundations for the summer because it gives you that perfect luminous glowing effect. I'm just going to use my fingers, and I'm going to end up applying this all over my face, and then I'm going to go in with my damp beauty blender and then just press it into my skin. The beauty blender is absolutely one of my favoriteest techniques for putting foundation. This helps so that your face does not look cakey because it takes in the excess foundation. Next, I will be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Fair. I will be using this to highlight my face. I'm going to be putting this under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, in between my brows, on my cupid's bow, on my chin, and right underneath where I would usually put my contour. I will then be taking another damp beauty blender and pressing this into my skin. I'm going to be using this Airspun translucent powder to set my concealer. I'm going to be putting it on the same damp beauty blender and just pressing this over my skin. I will be leaving the translucent powder like this on my face for a few minutes. This technique is used to prevent creasing. While I wait for the powder to set, I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lash line. I'm going to take the Anastasia Artist palette and I'm going to be taking the color Anaconda on a small shader brush. I'm just going to be dipping this straight into the color and right onto my lower lash line. Once completed, I will take my Better Than Sex mascara one more time and coat my lower lashes with the coat of this mascara. To finish off the eyes, I will be getting the Tamana palette once again. I will be taking the color Blush again and I will be applying this to the inner corner of my eyes just to create a beautiful highlight. I will be taking this nude Avon lip liner to line my lips. Once I have lined my lips, I will be going in with this YSL lipstick in the number 3, or Ultimate Beige. This is my everyday go-to nude lipstick. I will be taking the translucent powder off of my nose only. I will be doing this so that I can go ahead and contour my nose. I will be using this My Sculpted palette from IT for my contour. I will be taking the darkest shade and a small skinny Milani brush and just lining the bridge of my nose. Now it is time to blend out this line. I think for the nose it does take a little longer to blend because you want this to look as natural as possible. So just blend, blend, blend until you can no longer see this line. Now that we have let the translucent powder set, I will be taking it off with the same clean brush I used to take it off my nose. To contour my face, I will be using the same palette I used before, but the shade lighter. I'm going to be using this Real Techniques sculpted brush, and I will just be doing this under the hollows of my cheekbones. I will be also contouring the sides of my forehead. This is going to help so that it looks more natural and it doesn't look like you just have a line under your cheek. I will also be doing my jawline to make my chin appear smaller. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and I'm just going to bronze up my face a little more with a smaller brush. Once I have bronzed up my face, I will be taking this Rose Milani blush in this coral shade. I will be getting this on the apple of my cheeks. So now it is time for highlight. This is probably one of my favoriteest parts of makeup. Today I will be using Becca's Champagne Pop, which was in collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. This has been one of my ultimate favoriteest highlighters of life. It is beautiful and it's that perfect summer golden look. Last but not least, I will be using MAC's Fix Plus, and this is in the scent Yuzu, one of their limited edition scents, and this is the completed look. So I hope you guys liked it.